they will be helping us to establish more dialysis centers so we can provide better services to our underserved community. Thank you.
Thank you for that question. And next, John, do you have anyone else? There we have it.
Hi, good morning. John here from kumakaw.com. I'd like to ask about the actual physical things that you plan to put up. Currently, you have 3 dialysis centers. What does this investment entail? Is this like going to be physical dialysis centers also? Or will there be other things that will be put up aside from the centers?
I think we're actively exploring that right now, but definitely the first move is to open many more dialysis centers. I mean, one of the reasons why we want to work with Donna is she's just not only good at opening up dialysis centers, but she's thinking about supply chain, how to get all the supplies needed for dialysis into the country, because sometimes there are some global shortages.
Yes.
Also, she's thinking about nursing and training. So Donna's attacking this problem very holistically. And so while the goal is to open up many more centers immediately, there are also many other things that we can talk about doing as well.
To add to that,
Yes.
One of the direction of the company as well, apart from providing dialysis centers, is to provide, like, to be exact, what is the holistic care?
Yes.
We will be, the direction of the company will be providing consultation, not just to our patient, but opening a door to all the community. Consultation, laboratory, and as well as providing medications to the community in that particular. And to further expand to what is the services or the nurses that we are providing. As we all know, in the Philippines, there's a challenge in the healthcare. That's why we would like to reinforce our nurses through series of trainings so that we can enhance their capabilities in providing quality services. So through Conifer Capital, the holistic care would be from patients to family and to the community.
Right. I understand this is a pretty large thing to address. But what gives you like the gusto to actually do it? Is it like personal experience that you have? When did you start doing this?
Well, I'll answer first.
Yes.
Our gusto in this is Donna. Because she knows this. And I don't think Donna believes it herself fully. We've been trying to tell her this. She is a leader in the field in the Philippines. So she's a leader. She can do this. We want to support her doing this. Now you can ask Donna why she's doing it.
Thank you very much. Well, it came from the passion since I'm a dialysis nurse. Every day I went to the clinic. I work 12 hours or 16 hours or so. I come to the office 8 o'clock. And it's so nice seeing all my patients. There's the energy of all my patients in the morning saying, "Good morning, ma'am. You're so beautiful, ma'am." Even though I haven't washed my hair, they're all saying, "Good morning, ma'am." And you will see that the moment that they step in during the initial admission, then after staying with us, you will see that, their physical condition is improving. That you will see that how happy they are. I wanted them to experience that being sick or being a chronic kidney failure patient, it's not the end. It's more on, I want them to understand that being compliant to their dialysis treatment is actually, it's okay. That's why we have a lot of patients. We have younger patients. They came into the facility, they're just young, and able to graduate as well. Because our dialysis center is their second home. Sometimes we ask them, your treatment is about to end, or you can just have, instead of 3 times, you can do the treatment for 2 times. They will say, "Oh no, we still want to go to the center." Because that's our second home. It's like the sense of belongingness from our staff down to the management. They can sense the belongingness and a happy community for all the kidney patients.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much for that question. Now, I do believe we have a next one. Okay, thank you so much.
Hello, good morning. I'm Chris Gavian from Nego Center and the Health Fitness PH. So my question is, what role does Conifer Capital see itself playing in this partnership?
right? So Donna has a really beautiful thing going right now. So the role that we play is to not mess it up and to help her grow. And so that's just thinking through like how she can think about her expansion strategy, to open up more locations, where to put the location. She already has a long list of places she can open up. And so we want to go through that list with her and help her accelerate that growth.
To add to that as well, I'm so blessed, definitely. I'm so blessed because I was able to find a perfect partner that will materialize the dreams for every Filipinos. It's the other way around. They could have not gotten me, right? But we landed at the same phase, together with the dynamic of both companies. It's working, the synergy for Conifer together with Nephro Plus. It's a huge thing for both of the company. It's like, I just met, by the way, I just met Jimmy yesterday. But it's like, we're hugging each other, the family, it's already a family. The synergy that these two companies will bring together to serve the community.
Thank you so much. I do believe, ma'am, do you have any question right here? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a Renal from Pinoy Action News and Sabaya. I just want to ask, how many dialysis centers have you established here in the Philippines since you started? And with this partnership, how many more dialysis centers do you intend to have?
Currently, company owned is 3 dialysis centers, as you see at my background. But I was able to establish 5 plus 3, 8 in total. The farthest would be in Zamboanga, Sibugay, and in Tuguegarao. The first dialysis center I was established apart from my own is in Zamboanga, Sibugay. You know what is Sibugay in Zamboanga, right? And then in Tuguegarao, from south to north, definitely. So in terms of asking me how well do you know your job? Definitely. Even though my eyes is closed, I could put up dialysis center with the same quality. How many more? For 2025, just 10. Then the next, after 2026, this will be additional 10. So, but the main objective, it's the same question asked by Sir Jimmy. How many? The main objective is to serve us, to serve the community, to serve the Filipino. I guess we're not being guarded or bounded by numbers, but how or as far as we are needed by the community. The quality. Well, that's part of, we've been discussing that last night. How are we going to maintain the quality, if you may say so. Of course, as part of a company like me, together with Conifer, that is actually their expertise in streamlining the business. We will be joining forces together so that we could alleviate or we could improve more, rather, the quality of services. That's why it's very true that I am blessed once again because I told them that their presence in the Philippines will actually assist and help me to realize the dreams for every Filipino dialysis patient.
Another question.
Yeah, how long does a dialysis patient take? How long does it take for them to recover, fully recover? Because I have a dialysis patient who is undergoing dialysis, my niece, and I think she has been undergoing 4 times a week for how many months already? How long do they really take to recover?
Well, dialysis patients is suffering from chronic kidney failure, and damages of the kidney is completely irreversible. That's why, as mentioned, the dialysis treatment is like a maintenance to our patients. That's why, aligning to that, we really wanted to have a community, a second home for them, so that it will not be a burden to them. Just try to imagine if for your entire life you'll be having or going through the dialysis center the minimum 3 times a week. And of course, providing a second home for them through the dialysis center will definitely make an impact. But to answer to that, it's irreversible actually. That's why for those of you, if you have known everyone or anyone who's suffering from kidney failure, well, words of encouragement as well, on that they have to deal with it. Nowadays, since that more and more technologies and services are available through PhilHealth, definitely, they might as well be compliant to their dialysis treatment. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that question, ma'am. Yes, sir?
Good morning. First of all, congratulations for the successful partnership between Conifer and Nephro Plus. So my question is, as someone who's working closely in the front line of the renal care, may I know the exact situation in the dialysis sector in the Philippines and what specific challenges that this partnership aims to mitigate?
So I'll start and Donna can follow up. There's a huge and immense need, and there's just not enough facilities right now to serve the population. So you have people who are just not adequately being served. And so that's why we want to step in with this opportunity. I will give a lot of credit to the Philippines and to PhilHealth in particular in seeing how large the problem is. Many other countries in Southeast Asia are not ready to address the problem, but PhilHealth is aggressively trying to address the problem, which allows for people like Donna to open up more clinics.
Yes, that's very true. Being the frontliner and serving patients directly, the main challenge will definitely be the healthcare workers. It's a global issue. We don't have enough healthcare workers, doctors and nurses in particular. That's why our direction is to reinforce all our healthcare professionals by, actually my dream is to provide enough for them so that they don't need to go abroad. Because here in the Philippines, and even globally, having a good nurses and healthcare or doctors is very, very important. That's why I'll be using this media to give credit to our healthcare workers in particular, in and out, not just in the dialysis treatment, but as well to any sector of healthcare. They're very, very important in providing healthcare in particular. Thank you.
Thank you for that question, sir. Would anyone else like to ask anything? Thank you, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. Good morning. Have you received any feedback from the current patients who are receiving care from your center? And if so, what were their suggestions that you have to take into consideration for this partnership?
I'll answer to that since I'm the one who's really in charge. Well, with PhilHealth right now, we're in almost as everything is free. One of the challenges will be the transportation. Sometimes, sometimes they miss the treatment because they don't have money to travel. So I told last night, that's one of the direction of all of our direction is to provide transportation. So by having its own transportation that would roll around and pick up our patients, it's one of the initiative for this patient. And secondly, another challenge for them, of course, because PhilHealth is just providing the free dialysis, but other than that, of course, there are other maintenance drugs. Those are the example, and there are other diagnostics and other complications are also poses challenges to our dialysis patient.
I may have missed this, but will there be specific locations that you would like to focus on first?
Yes, for the next 10, it will be in Bulacan, Quezon City, Cainta, Taguig. So we are just prioritizing the Calabar zone for the next 10, then eventually moving forward to the next cities. So right now for the first 10 will be the Calabar zone and the Calabar zone, Bulacan, and Quezon City, and Manila as well.
How about the other underserved locations?
That would be followed after the first 10. And you're so excited, huh? That will be followed after the next 10 for this year. Yeah.
We're looking forward to that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, may I please ask for any more hands who would like to ask any further more questions? Okay, we'll still wait for more. Alright, there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, could you please give none other than Miss Donna and Sir Jimmy a round of applause right here. Thank you so much for brightly answering all of our questions right here. And for the last time, do we have any follow-ups? None? Alright. Okay, hold on for a moment. Alright. Thank you so much indeed to Ms. Donna and Sir Jimmy. Palakpakan naman po natin sila. And thank you so much to Review Press, your media teams for your wonderful questions. And as you guys can tell, Sir Jimmy and Ms. Donna brightly answer them, and they really use their hearts in answering these questions. So thank you so much for that. So you guys may now kindly take your seats, because right now we will be further moving on to one of the things that we are all looking